In the stillness of early morning, a group of 7 people stood near a petrol pump, including Manoj Malik, who had stopped while dropping friends at the railway station. Suddenly, a black BMW sped out of the darkness, killing 6. 3 of them Delhi Home Guards and CRPF personnel. Only Manoj survived. The vehicle fled into the night, dragging bodies underneath. Later that day, a constable reported the incident, describing a black BMW without a visible number plate, and an FIR was registered. Following a trail of engine oil stains, police headed toward the golf links and found a black BMW being hastily washed by the father of one of the accused and 2 domestic helpers. The police discovered blood and human flesh on the rear wheels and the crushed front of the BMW with debris matching the accident scene. The car was registered to Sonali, the sister of Sanjay, the grandson of an admiral. Soon the accused, Sanjay, Manik and Siddharth, were arrested at Sanjay's residence and were subjected to a medical examination. His lip injury, dilated pupils and an unsteady gait indicated signs of alcohol. Allegedly drunk after a party, was held responsible for the deaths and charged under Section 304, culpable homicide, not the usual 304A, negligence. A key detail was that the car wasn't registered in India and had no number plate. The case took a controversial turn when survivor Manoj first claimed he didn't see the vehicle, then later changed his testimony. Police claim to have recovered blood-stained sweater and jeans from his home, but the defense argued the unsigned disclosure memo and lack of independent witnesses raised doubts about the chain of custody. No fingerprints from the car matched, and the lack of recorded forensic measures weakened the prosecution's case. The trial, lasting nearly a decade, took a major turn when businessman Sunil testified to seeing him driving the car. But the defense challenged Sunil's credibility. Forensic analysis yielded controversial findings. The police claimed to have found Group B blood on the steering wheel, but the defense questioned whether it was B positive or B negative and why the sample was collected a day later, with the car unsealed. The video footage showed no blood on the steering wheel, and the fingerprints lifted from the car didn't match, strengthening the defense's case. The case became a media spectacle. The defense argued that media frenzy had prejudiced the proceedings, citing Supreme Court cases condemning trial by media. Despite this, the prosecution argued that the crime scene matched the damaged vehicle and the lip injury was consistent with hitting the steering wheel in the accident. The defense countered the injury could have been caused by police assault during arrest, supported by witness testimony from the mother and medical records. After a decade, the Sessions Court convicted for culpable homicide not amounting to murder and sentenced him to 5 years of rigorous imprisonment. The High Court upheld the conviction but reduced the sentence to 2 years. The Supreme Court upheld the sentence awarded by the High Court, considering the young age, educational background and good behavior in prison, and imposed a fine of 50 lakh rupees to be utilized as compensation for victims of a motor accident, and he was directed to do community service for 2 years. This case became an example of high-profile hit-and-run litigation in India. It brought forth several questions. Ultimately, public pressure, forensic loopholes, and a determined defense collided in a case that reshaped how courts interpret culpability in vehicular homicide. This wasn't just a legal battle, it was a social mirror. And the story remains one of the most debated criminal cases in India's legal history. EdNectar, the world's first AI-powered legal simulation app, teaches users to be proficient at each stage of the criminal case trial from both sides, prosecution and defense. Experience the courtroom like never before.